Hey adventurers, welcome back to my series where we talk about hiking gear I wish I didn't buy and what I wish I would have got instead. If you've missed the series so far, be sure to go check it out. Today we're specifically discussing down jackets because there are so many options, and this is an item that helps keep you warm and safe on your adventures and should last you quite some time. Previously, I had used synthetic jackets, but I personally think that you should choose the material that works best for your preferences as well as the conditions you adventure in. I live in Colorado where it's typically fairly dry, and because I tend to run cold, I got to a point where I wanted to opt for a down jacket that could keep me a little bit warmer, take up less space in my pack when it wasn't in use, and weigh less, which is especially nice on winter trips because your pack is typically heavier. Down is a natural thermal material that's known to provide the most insulation per ounce over any other common fill materials used for insulation. However, it's also known that it's a pricier source of insulation because of these reasons. Down actually comes from the warm feathers underneath duck and geese exterior feathers, which works to keep you warm by stacking this down to create what we call loft. And this loft contains tons of teeny tiny little spaces between the feathers, and this is what traps the warm air created by your body and retains that heat. When I'm personally looking for a down jacket, especially for the purpose of wearing while hiking, I'm personally seeking a perfect blend of warmth, weight, durability, and packability. All of the jackets I'm about to list are available in both men and women's versions. However, the specs that I'm going to list will specifically cover the women's models of these coats. And before I get into these jackets, I do want to briefly explain the different ratings that I'll be discussing to break down the specs of these jackets. The first is fill power for down insulation. Fill power is a measure of how much space 1 ounce of down will take up, which, like I mentioned before, is actually what's keeping you warm. So the higher your fill power is, the warmer the down's going to be. If you're planning on wearing down for hiking or outdoor adventures, I'd recommend at least a 600 fill power to make sure it's able to actually keep you warm, 900 being the absolute highest rating. However, I do want to note that jackets at 900 fill power are really, really hard to find. The next measurement that I'll mention is denier, or sometimes you'll see that noted as just a D, which is the weight and how thick the fiber of the fabric is. A higher denier typically means a more durable garment and typically heavier too. And then the last rating is down to feather ratio, which is how much down to how many feathers are in your jacket. The higher the down is, the warmer the jacket will be since it contains more down. Keep in mind for this one, 90 to 10 is the highest ratio. Now that you understand how to differentiate some of the specs of these jackets, let's dig into each one. First up is the Outdoor Research Coldfront Hoodie. I purchased this jacket 3 years ago and I've gotten a ton of use out of it and it still goes strong. It features 700 fill power down insulation, has a 30 denier double ripstop shell and lining, so it's really durable. And then it has a 90 to 10 down to feather ratio. This jacket is also water and wind resistant and features an adjustable hood. When it comes to down jackets claiming to be wind resistant, I want you to note that a down jacket will never be windproof. So if you're going out in windy conditions, you will want an additional outer layer. The Coldfront down jacket weighs in at 21.2 ounces or 601 grams. So it's definitely a bit on the heavier side, which isn't ideal from a general hiking perspective, but it isn't a bad thing overall. This definitely has a different type cut, which some women may not like. And this style is specifically designed to be able to layer underneath. So I'd recommend sizing down if you want a closer to body fit. Some other noticeable features are its wrist gaiters with thumb holes, which are great for extra warmth on cold days or if you forget your gloves. And it also offers an adjustable waist for a more snug fit if you prefer, and also helps with keeping drafts out. And then this jacket does generally have a longer fit, which helps keep your hips and bum a little bit warmer. This jacket is also Blue Sign approved, which means it was produced in a way that conserves resources and mindfully reduces environmental impact. The standards to become Blue Sign approved are really, really stringent, so this certification does say a lot. This is overall a really cozy jacket, but you know there's always a but. It's too bulky. This jacket is simply just big and it doesn't pack down very much, which makes it harder to hike with, and it even feels bulky when it's on. It just doesn't have a fit I find myself wanting to wear regularly, especially while I'm hiking. It's also not very breathable at all, which is something that I personally look for in a down jacket because I'm hiking in it, so you really want there to be some balance between breathability while still trapping warm air. I've seen this jacket on sale for $170, however, I paid full price at $279. This is definitely a higher end down jacket, but again, quality down isn't cheap and for a reason. Next is the Patagonia down sweater hoodie. I was kind of influenced on this jacket by some of my outdoor adventure friends who really love it. And I got it because I specifically wanted something that packed down smaller and was a better all-around jacket for adventuring compared to my outdoor research jacket. The Patagonia down sweater features 800 fill power, 100% responsible down standard, or RDS down, meaning the down in this jacket is guaranteed to be sourced from geese and ducks that were raised in accordance with guidelines of animal welfare. This one weighs in at 12.1 ounces or 343 grams. It features a 20 Denier ripstop lining that's actually made of post-consumer recycled nylon from recycled fishing nets. I really do love this detail because it helps reduce plastic pollution in our oceans. One thing about this jacket is it claims to have a windproof exterior shell, but I very much disagree. However, I do wear it in all types of wind, so of course there's going to be a limit to this. This jacket would be fine in areas with more mild winters, but if you're looking for your go-to down jacket, this is simply not it. I didn't have any issues with this jacket in the beginning outside of it having a boxier fit and not being the warmest. Obviously, it will be less warm than the previous jacket mentioned given weight alone, but over time it's truly become less warm, and that is because it sucks at washing. Over time, as I've washed this jacket, the down has moved around and gets compressed after washing, despite following washing instructions, cleaning gently, and properly drying. My other down jackets don't do this. This jacket is also the least cost effective in my opinion, coming in at $329, and it is rarely on sale. I did purchase this on sale a while back at REI and would definitely not pay full price for this jacket. The winner of this episode for a multitude of reasons is the Stio Hometown Down Hooded Jacket. When comparing this jacket to the others, it's easy to see that it's a no-brainer. It packs down so small and is truly the perfect midweight down jacket, weighing in at 16 ounces or 453 grams. It has 800 fill power RDS certified down, and the outer shell of this jacket is made with recycled materials as well. This down specifically offers a really high loft, which allows it to retain more of your body heat, and it's super water resistant. This is actually the longest lasting water resistant down on the market. This jacket also comes in at the best of quality in terms of our down to feather ratio, which is 90-10, filled with white Goose down. And it should be noted that companies do not have to disclose if their down is from Goose, which is the best quality down, or duck. So it's really nice that Stio goes a step further and actually tells you what type of goose that their down is sourced from. This shell is incredibly soft, featuring a 20 Denier exterior with a DWR finish that helps prevent moisture from saturating through the down. It also comes with an included stuff sack to protect the down when the jacket's not in use. And I really appreciate that they added this because I've personally damaged down by accidentally zipping it up on my pack. So this is a really nice accessory. It also has a nice amount of pockets, especially these internal pockets that I like to add hand warmers in. And this jacket is also Blue Sun approved, so it has high standards in terms of sustainable production. There is a lot of attention and detail that went into this jacket, and it immediately shows, including this fleece liner that they added to the neckline. Stio is a small company based out of Jackson Hole, Wyoming, so they really get the importance of high quality gear on your adventures to keep you not only comfortable and warm, but safe too. I've seen this jacket range in price from $279 to $329 depending on if it's on sale or not. However, Stio did give me a discount code to give you 20% off, which is ground up. And I should mention that of these three jackets, this one was gifted to me. However, full disclosure, I asked Stio if they would gift me this jacket after I did all the research on the best down jackets on the market, and they were nice enough to send it to me for this video. So thank you so much, Stio. At the end of the day, the best jacket is the one that fits your adventure, and that's going to depend on your preferences. So I encourage you to order or go in store and try them on to find the perfect fit for your body and your needs. You want to consider the temperatures that you're planning on regularly adventuring in the jacket, as well as the fit, even the number of pockets, or if it has an adjustable hood. Let me know which jacket you would pick, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gear guides and hiking tips. Happy trails.